Good morning, my lovely Pisces. How are you doing this lovely morning? Pisces, let's just say thank God for waking us up this morning and for us being able to see this beautiful, beautiful morning. It is like the fourth day into the full moon. And so, when it comes to the full moon, I always intend to get all worked up over it. So it does says that, let's see, it says that actually we've been into this full moon as of 3 days? Because it came out on the 20. It came out on the 23rd. Now, Pisces, this is the thing. That new moon, that Pisces eclipse was on the 8th. And then the full moon is on the 23rd. Okay? Which then says that the next new moon, it is on the 7th. The 7th. And then the next full moon is on the 8th of May. It's kind of weird. I never told y'all, but I guess I did. I'm not sure. But I do have a granddaughter I have not seen in years. And her birthday is May the 7th. And I remember that year it fell on Mother's Day. If you don't know, Pisces, I got like the worst case of allergies. All right? So just bear with me with that. Also, on this full moon that passed, March, I'm sorry. On that full moon that passed on the 23rd, it was on Scorpio. We are still in Scorpio. And then it moves to Sagittarius. So go out there and do your rituals, Pisces. I don't know, a lot of people are just starting off. A lot of people are learning more about it. But get into doing rituals, all right? I'm not going to say I have to, because it's just me in my house. Been cleaning my yard, even with everything I'm going through. I have to clean this yard. I cannot stand it anymore. So I've been outside doing a lot of cleaning. And to be honest with you, I'm almost done. I only got to clean the kitchen part outside. And then cut that grass. And then I'm completely done. But it looks clean. And it looks like I can see. I cannot deal with not being able to see. All the weeds and stuff just taking over. You got to be able to see your life. And that is decluttering. For those who put orders in, they're going out already. For those who get reading, you get it today or the next day. Like I said, For those who go onto my webpage and purchase my Black Magic Spellbreaker candle, it has mirrors in it. And black magic means that anybody can do it, whether they think evil of you or want to do black magic on you. It exists like everything else on this earth. A lot of people do that supernatural power thing. The green candle, I call it the Mother Nature candle. All things, the abundant prosperity, healing, growth, wealth, fertility, and nurture candle. All right? The Empress candle. The Love Yourself candle is the pink candle. All right? Nothing like loving yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, you're going to have a problem. Because you're giving your love to everybody else but yourself. The Justice candle is for anyone that's going to court. It doesn't matter what kind of court issue you have, right? You go into court, you go into court. A lot of people go into court for this. A lot of traffic, child support, divorce court. So many different cases people go to. Traffic, all right? But one thing you need to know, Pisces, we got two different Pisces. We got February Pisces and we got March Pisces. And there are reasons why there's two different Pisces, where people, just like they think Pisces men are just like Pisces women. No, they're not. We're not like Pisces women. I mean, like men. All right? Very different. One thing I will say, stop saying I'm looking to get married. Get to know a person. Get to know yourself before you can look to get married. People these days are not jumping up to get married. And depending on where you at in your life, that's what you're looking for, honey. You need to love yourself first. All right? And then you can think about it. And then really get to know people, because you don't know people. Right? And stop going to bed with everybody and anybody. All right? This is a sage. This is the Palo Santo that comes with 2 sage. All right. This is what I always bow down. It's my black salt, and also it is my red brick dust. So I've told you the story about the red brick dust and what happened to me when I was going to somebody's house. I never touched it. I just looked at it. And actually, it changed a lot of ways of, seems like it's always there when I need it. And it's not intentionally, it's just there. So I learned to have it near me at all times. Even if I don't put it in my hand, I learned to have it next to me in my car or anywhere where I'm at. I made sure I drive with it, put it like that. The walnut bath, it is for you to take a bath in it and work on your shadow work. And if anybody don't know what the shadow work means, it is that side of you that you need to face. All right? A lot of people don't understand when it comes to the shadow work. And then you explain to people or what you're going through, and they think you're crazy. Everything ain't for everybody. You may live with somebody that's different, that thinks different in different religions and believe in different things, and they really think you're going crazy. Sometimes it's best just to work on yourself without telling anyone, okay? Because everybody is not on the same page as you are, and everybody is not believing what you believe in, all right? And I learned that. And I'm not saying by my blood sisters. I'm talking about second generations, my son and my nieces and people like that. But my blood sisters already know, because in my house we were born like that. All right. The oils come in oil form and also in dry form, right? Crystals and stones, all right, play a major part in your life. If you go into my webpage, you will see that my webpage has really been it was empty and now it's full with all the oils and everything else. All right. And I'm very proud of myself. I will never let it go like that again. Also, what I'm known for, it is my salt bath. And with my salt bath is spiritual detox salt bath. It's almost like if you go to the beach and you're taking a bath with the ocean water. That same feeling is the feeling that you're going to get with this. The sandy feeling and everything. It's not like regular salt bath. It's totally different. It's cave salt. I told y'all that I went and took an herb bath and I saved it. And I'm going to use it again. All right. I have different candles that you don't see that I'm not showing, because the candles that you see are the ones I use, and all the products that I'm showing you is what I use for myself. I also have herbs in the bag, and if you go in there, you will see that I really went and did a lot of putting things back in that I did not have. All right. Understand that oils play a major part, and you need to wear, just like you put on perfume, you need to put it. I do not put it near my clothes. I put it on my skin. I always put it on my forehead, and I also put it on my hands. Okay? Before I go anywhere, the first thing I do when I do readings, the first thing I do, I prepare myself. I don't know, because some of y'all, this is another reason I don't time readings. And people say, oh my God, you was that all that time with one person. Yeah, because everybody's different. Okay, and I think I'm the only reader that does that. That does not time your reading. Every other reader times your reading. And you're lucky if you get a FaceTime reading. People don't do FaceTime reading because you're paying arm and leg just to get a FaceTime reading. All right? So I do spiritual work. And when I work with people and I do a reading, many people that come to me are not on no spiritual status. So they don't have no understanding of why they're going through what they're going through. All right? Or why they with a person they see they can't get over. Or why they this or why they that. But you really need to get in touch with yourself. All right? I just feel like Pisces, when Pisces get a reading, it's got to be about a person. But that's where your mind is at when that's what it is. Readings come out to be your energy. All right? Do not base anything on know who you are. You watch a lot of different readers, you get a lot of different energies. And I always say that to y'all. If you feel like you're in a situation where you already feeling depressed and you constantly watching these readers, you're going to get more depressed. All right? If you like the kind of person that like to know about who you was with and that you want to get back with them, that's why it's called an ex. You keep looking for the ex. You keep doing a replay of your life. And it seems like you're not moving. And even if you move from that person and you don't do the inner work, the next person is going to be the same person you left in a different body. All right? That's why it's important to do work. A lot of people get into meeting people, and then these people becoming roommates and act like they don't want to leave because they depend on you to take care of it. If you know a Pisces that is with somebody that really takes good care of them, you're lucky. Because it doesn't happen. We are the fixers. We the ones that want to take care of everybody. And meet people that's already fucked up and broken and trying to fix them up when we can't even fix our damn self. Okay? And all of these are part of what you dealing with. All right? Some of y'all, some Pisces feel like they need somebody to be there for them. Because all Pisces ain't the kind of Pisces that are go-getters. You do have Pisces that depend on people. You have Pisces that want to live off of somebody. And life is a hot mess, especially, I don't know. I don't know I could never be the one that depend. I have to work. I have to be dependent on myself. I cannot be having nobody run my life because they doing something for me. It don't go that way. You wind up being a doorknob, a doorstep to someone's life, and they ruin your life. And then when you get in the real world, you don't know what to do with yourself because you lost yourself from the beginning. So we do have different strokes for different folks, and we got different Pisces. And all Pisces are not, you know, I love. You got Pisces that can be very a piece of work. And I know that. I do a lot of readings. All right? Also, you have a lot of Pisces that has special need kids or special need people in their family that they take care of. Really dive into what you need to do, okay? And whatever reason it is, really dive in and really know what you're doing, because everything ain't for everybody, okay? All right, now here we go. The bottom line is put everything about you into yourself, because nobody can build you. Nobody can replace you. It's only one of you. And I don't understand why you leave your door so open to be tormented, abused, mistreated. All right? Why you doing everything for everyone else? And these people don't come in happy. They come broke down in the trash, in the dumpster, and you in a secondhand store where you washing them up and pressing them and then putting them in your house. Come on, stop doing it. The highest priest is coming out in your reading. The highest priest is someone with a lot of knowledge, someone that sees things, someone that's keeping a lot of things to themselves. Know it. All right? Not speaking on it, but know it. Know more than you think. Right? You can't pull anything from the highest priest, because the highest priest is someone that is very, very spiritual. See things, right? But also can be very secretive, okay? A secret keeper, right? And watch a lot of tarots. Pisces are known to be tarot readers, all right? We can read people so well. And that's what makes us very unique when it comes to tarot reading. A lot of us in a lot of different places, but most Pisces that read tarots and are real Pisces, I'm not talking about have Pisces in their chart, were born Pisces. And I want you to know one thing. A lot of people go by their chart by the time they was born. I don't have a time that I was born, so I don't get into it. But very aware of it. But if you were born between February and March, you were born like this, okay? Born like this. Now, we do have Pisces that are born in February that are really gifted. I would say more than a Pisces that was born in March, all right? And the reason why I'm telling you is March Pisces is in that areas, right? February Pisces are into stars, right? Yes, very in their head. March Pisces more into their money, okay? And that can be a problem because it's something you seek more than anything. And most likely you wind up with people that is very abusive to you, right? You seem to cling. February Pisces are born with these sharp object and will cut your ass, right? You can't play with a February Pisces because we come already with swords, right? And we don't play, all right? And ain't nobody trying to play. I don't manipulate no one. I come straight the fuck forward. I don't sugarcoat shit. What you see is what you get. Okay? I am the highest praise. And it's in different levels. That's why you got the Pope. And then you got fathers. Right? They go in levels. You can't become a Pope if you ain't a father. And that's in the Catholic Church. It's like they say ambassador or what they call it, a bishop. You know, different folks for different floats for different religions. All right? But I'm not a religion. I'm not that. I live away. Okay? I never seen God preach in a church. I never seen him perform miracles in churches. Never. And what book that it said that he was in a church performing church, doing mask or whatever, or performing miracles? In what church? What church was that? What church was it? Tell me what church it was, please, if you know, because it ain't. Or what Bible? The Bibles are made 50 million ways, right, for you to follow. What they say, it's not a code, but you following. Okay. So you got the strength next to the highest priest. And the strength is, both of these cards are major. Okay. So I see somebody, it looks like you have animals. You may have a dog you're close to. You may have a quote or animal's print on it. But this hand look like it's been working, and it's been here before. It's not young. This hand shows a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. You overcame a lot of things, Pisces. You had to. You don't talk about a lot of stuff, but you've been through a lot, and you know a lot. You hold a lot in. All right? It shows that you had to crawl before you can walk. It always shows the strength that you got because you had to overcome, learn again to do things in a whole different way. All right? But you don't talk about it. You just do it. That's why people always wonder, how do you do things and it seems so easy? Because you make it easy, but it's not. I don't really say too much about a lot of things, but my hands show the work that I do. You know, you may have someone older than you to give you advice. This person is very wise. All right. Have a lot of knowledge in books, a lot of knowledge in life. All right. You got the 8 of Wands. Somebody draws. Colors. All right. Sketches. Blueprints. Bringing things to life. Things are moving very quickly. All right. Someone's looking at rainbows. Someone likes the rainbows. All right. But things is moving fast. You got 2 8s. That's a lot of strength. And you got 2 Pisces. Whatever it is that you had to do whatever decision you had to make, wherever you've been in your life, it wasn't easy. Wasn't easy at all. It's almost like you got the world in your hand. You have to bring balance into your life. Okay? You have to know your strength. You have to get into your body and mind. Whoever I'm speaking to, or whoever is getting this reading, life has never been that easy, but you are damn sure getting it together. You're coming into a place where it's like you constructing something, you building something. It's like you are measuring something here, right? It's like there's a plan and it needs to be worked. There's something here that wants to come together to work on something. But it seems like you have everything. It's like you got the master blueprints. You hold them blueprints close to your heart. Pisces, it shows how strong you are. It shows how dedicated you are to what you're doing. All right? It shows that things are moving, right? But it takes a lot of work and education, cooperation, being on the same page to work on a project or sit down at the table to work on something. You got to get the strength, Pisces. Things want to move, but it's like you got the blueprints. And if you're working on something, whether it's a relationship, a job, or a project, or whatever you're doing, making different projects, working with people, the group of people that you're working with, you got to be strong. Maybe a lot of y'all are working in masonry. A lot of y'all are construction workers. A lot of y'all are doing something building or working around a situation where you must get the strength because it shows that your hands been there before. All right? It's like, I want something is moving, but in order for it to move in the right direction, we have to be on the same page or it won't work. We have to be able to talk or this ain't going to work. I got the strength to put everything into it. I want this to move forward, but if it's not on the same page and it's not going to help me or be a part of what I'm a part of, then I can't work with you because something wants to move or you want something to move, but for some reason it's got to work. Because if it don't work, it can't make money. If it don't work, I can't build. If it don't work, right, we can't be a pair. If it don't work, it won't work. You got to be on the same page to work this. It's almost like it's something here being worked on. But the thing is, I need someone. It's like you want, say you got a house. Ooh. Say you got a house. And you want someone to fix something or add on to it. But you want to get the right people to do this job. Right? You want to see the work that they've done. Right? Sometimes you can meet people and you think you know But then when life is something changed about you and you don't see things the same. But also, I just feel like something here is moving forward and it's moving with speed. But can I work with you? Well, can I make progress with you? Right? Like I want to sit down. I want to discuss this. But if I discuss it, how would it turn out? It's like you getting the strength to get something that's moving, but to make sure it's moving in the right direction. It's almost like you learning something. You learning how to do something, or you applying this into your life. But it's got to be the right person, the right people to work on this, because you're not letting everything out. You're keeping a lot of things to yourself. And these cards are falling all out together. And this is weird that I keep saying this. And honey, this passport and these tickets keep coming out. All right. The next card you got is the Knight of Cups. It's someone, the Knight of Cups, somebody's taking the dogs to the doctor, getting some type of treatment. Somebody is loyal to what they do. You're a caretaker. You care. You take care of people. You care too much. That's the problem. You care too much. The Six of Swords, I see some tickets. I see luggage. I see traveling, going somewhere. A passport keeps coming out. Filling out paper. I see airplane. Someone's traveling to take care of somebody. It's something here that has to be worked out. And I don't know if somebody's moving, if it ain't traveling, or is somebody moving to a calmer place with someone here. It's almost like you care. Are you taking care of someone? Are you loyal to what you're doing? Are you a nurse? Do you travel for duties? I feel like it's something here being built. I don't know if it's a business. I don't know if you're a traveling nurse. I don't know if you're doing two different things. Working, but doing two different things, but in the same place. It seems like you got the Eight of Wands and you got the Six of Swords. So things are moving, but to a calmer place, to a place where you probably, when you get there, you're going to see it. Like I don't know if somebody here travels. I don't know if you're a working nurse, you travel, you taking care of somebody. It's like you working something out. It's like you care. So maybe somebody might be traveling with a companion, a dog. It's like something here is being built, like it's a part of something. But are you opening a business? Do you work with somebody that's you doing two things at one time? You know, maybe you work. Maybe you're supposed to be a nurse, but you helping somebody in their business. Or maybe you taking too much responsibility in one job. Maybe you're only getting paid to do one job, but you you got that job and something else on top of it. Maybe you travel a distance to work. But the Knight of Cups, even though you're going to be going somewhere, it's like it doesn't move fast either. This Knight of Cups doesn't move fast. Maybe you gotta go somewhere, but you thinking before you go. Right? Because the Knight of Cups does not move fast. All right? Maybe it's something here that you thinking about making this move, or somebody's thinking about making a move, and it's a Pisces. You got a lot of the Strength, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Whatever it is, it's like you care, but you're not moving to this place. It's like you care, but you're not moving quickly to a place, or to see someone, or to go there. It may be that you care about a person, but you're not moving fast to visit, to go somewhere, right? Or to go to a place, whether you don't know until you get there, but you debating on this. It's like you're not moving fast. Maybe you travel to see someone, but it's like you're not moving. Maybe now you thinking before you move, right? You keep a lot of things to yourself. Again, you got to get the strength to do this, and things might have been moving fast, but it's like the Three of Pentacles. It's like we need to work something out, but I'm going to stop right here because maybe it was moving too fast. Maybe we're not on the same page, right? So I need to stop and think about, do I want to take that trip? Do I want to go visit? Do I want to go there? How would it be when I get there? Because there's something here that needs this saying, make a move, but you're anticipating about this move, about this trip, whatever it is, right? It's about working in something together, but things seem, it's like you have to get the strength to deal with this. Pisces, I feel like you've been through a lot. And things moving fast. Everything ain't colorful like you may think it is. Right? Everything ain't like you think it is. You may think one thing, and that's a Pisces thing. We already think and know everything before it even happens. And that is the part that fucks you up the most. Because you already been there in your head. In your head, you got it all laid out. But then when things happen and it don't go your way, then you put the pause down and you think, I don't know if I should move this way, or I should go visit, or I don't know how it's going to be. Is it going to be a calm place or what? Because it's a working environment, but if I go there, when I get there, is it going to be okay? Okay? It's like somebody's a missionary. And then they go to these different countries to work and help people, right? But I need to make sure this is where I need to be. I need to know that when I get there, it's going to be okay. Because things seem to be moving fast. And when things seem to be moving fast, you better put your brakes on. Because everything you think is moving fast may not be moving fast. Right? You get that hiccup and you go, uh-oh, I better slow down. Right? I got a plan, but is everybody on the same plan? Because somebody here has it mapped out. And that's a Pisces. We already got it mapped out. But does it turn out to be the way we mapped it out? That's the question. It's like it's like something here is already mapped out and you care a lot about this, but you put your brakes on it because it needs to be in a calmer place. I need to know that this needs to be right. But in your mind, you already got it built. You already see it for what it is. And that's the problem. When you got something in your mind and you already there and it don't turn out the way you want it to, whose fault is that? It's your fault because in your mind, you already developed it. Right? You already made a project. You already built the building. You already got everything done. But then when you walk into it, it's not always what you think it is. It's like you got to get the strength to move on. And when you move on, you probably moved on too fast. And can I work with this? Can I build with this? And then, I care too much, so I got to put my brakes on. And then let me see when I get to the next part of what I'm going to be able to, would I be able to work with this? Am I giving too much? Right? Maybe you gave too much before, you moved too fast. Now it's a different story. Now you know if you move too fast, if you care too much, this right here may not work. Right? It's like almost like you question yourself or like you putting a pause on what you're doing because it seems to me like you holding a lot in and you keeping a lot to yourself. It's like you're trying to tame yourself. And these cars are flying out. And I don't know where they flew to. It's like, I know it's like a familiar place, but I know when I go there, or I'm not ready to go there. All right? Something happened there, it didn't work out the way I planned it to work out. Right? Or I can't never work with this person, or I can't work with these people, or whatever it is. It's something that moves fast, but then when it moves fast, it's almost got your heart involved. And when it comes to your heart, you I guess you're learning a lesson. But the lesson is, when would I get to be on this calmer place? It's like a trust thing. Okay? The deaf, the highest priest in the deaf, it's like blindfold. But it's a transformation. There's an ending, and then there was a transformation with this ending. You keeping a lot to yourself. It's something that you went through, that something ended, and it had to end. It had to, because if it didn't end, you won't be able to revolve yourself. You won't be able to re-nourish yourself. It took a lot for you to go through this. It took a lot. Pisces, the strength, the Hierophant. You went through a real death. Someone passed away. You experienced a real death. Right? Or you went through this major transformation that made you strong after a real death, girl. Because you got the highest priest, you got the death card, you got the strength card, and then you got the Hierophant. This is some real shit. This is some real shit. And you got that Hierophant, the strength card, again, is showing up like you went through. I don't know if you went through a death. I don't know if you lost somebody. I don't know, whatever it is, but it's something inside of you that went through a major transformation, and I don't know if somebody got cremated. It's like you witnessing somebody destroying something that meant the world to you, or you went through something here, because it shows on this card here that you got people burning books. It's like somebody don't believe in what you believe in. Someone here doesn't believe in what you believe in. It's like you keeping a lot to yourself. The highest priest is you. It's like you keep all of this to yourself. I guess everybody is supposed to know. It's like, to me, I feel like a lot of people may watch me come through my channel, okay? But a lot of people think I'm like a witch, all right? I'm dark because I wear black all the time. I got these dark frames, right? But I've always been through a major transformation in my life. I've always been this butterfly. I've always been the phoenix. Always. It's like when you try to tear me down, I'll always come out of death. I've been through it twice. It's like God prepares me for what I see, and what I see is the truth. I'm not in denial. I've been through it. God walked me through this. Through death. And I mean death. I'm not talking about in a experience where, you know, I had to go through a transformation. I'm talking about death. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about an experience where I seen my body leave my, or a death near experience. No. None of that. I'm talking about literally death. Okay? Yes. Twice. I feel like I hold a lot, but it's not bitterness. It's a very spiritual thing. Okay? I can communicate better with animals than humans. People are not religion. They say they are, but they're not. Don't believe. It's like you go places, but you're not. It's like they don't believe in you. It's like going to the vanity and don't believe in God. It's like going to Rome. Why are you going to Rome? Why? Why you go to church? It's like people want to crucify me. Right? It's like they don't believe in me, but they watch a lot of tarots. It's like somebody go to church and watch tarots. And that's exactly what it is. It's someone that do two things. What they say, what do they teach you in church? Don't watch tarots. That's the darkness. It's like you went through a major transformation here. You had to get the strength to deal with people teaching you something, but at the same time, burning the Bible, burning the truth, or whatever it is. It's like, I don't know if you dealt with, I don't know if you date or you dealt or you work with people from church, but whatever it was, it's like what they preach and what they do is two different things. It's like going to church and you screwing a preacher, or you marry a preacher, but that preacher is living all kinds of life because that preacher is human. That's what it is. But somebody here probably went through a real death, a burying someone, right? Someone here probably buried a child. Somebody here probably buried a family member. And no one seems to know how it feels. It's like you keep everything to yourself. It's like you keeping documents to yourself. You keeping things deep in your soul. But you have to overcome what you believe in and what other people don't believe in. And no matter what it is, some people watch you.To, they go to church, right? Some people don't let the church come into what they believe in because they do believe in two different things. But whatever it is, you went through a major transformation in your life. You might have lost a dog or an animal that meant the world to you. That someone don't believe in what you believe in, that you got the love for an animal or a love for something that is not human like you. Right? But whatever it is, the Hierophant is here. It's a different belief, a different tradition. All right? It's a way of doing something. It's a way of what you believe in, the practice you do. Right? What is your belief? What do you do about your beliefs? I had a friend, and she was a childhood friend of mine, and everybody knows who I'm talking about. If you've been watching me, her name is Sharon, the girl that took me to Mexico. This girl believed. When I tell you she became in the church, she married a man that was really deep into his religion. And what happened was the woman that believed so much in Jesus and going to church and doing this and doing that, she really became who she was from the door. A non-believer, searching for the answers, reading the Bible, knowing the scriptures, but everything she learned, she didn't apply because she was so full of hate. The person she married, she couldn't stand his family. She didn't want him to help his family. She got a divorce because he's a square, because she still lived a worldly life. She didn't turn to God and say, I believe in you. It's not a scripture, it's a way of living. And what she did, she went back to her normal self. All right? She made a transformation for who and why? To read a scripture to everybody, to know a verse don't mean that you are holified. It means that you learn the verse. You learn Bible. You learn the scripture. It's like you went to God when you needed him the most, and he made a transformation in you. But then you turn around and do the same thing you did before because you're a non-believer. Right? It's like somebody here that doesn't follow a traditional way of doing things. If someone says, I go to church, but they want to crucify me because I do tarots. They want to say I'm a witch because I do rituals. Right? Go to her page. Go watch her. Look what she does. Go into a store. Oh my God, look at this. That's how they do. It's like but what they do is they making me, I don't even think about it, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me because God moves me on. I don't live what, I always say, I don't live a human, I live a spiritual life. I'm full of flaws. Yes, I am, because I'm human. But this is who I am. Can't nobody take me off my path. I may curse your ass out today and say apologize at the same time, but I'm human. All right? I make mistakes all the time, but I never, ever, ever cross God. I don't stop being who I am. That's the bottom line. So with the 8 of Wands and the 8 is of strength and the 8 of Wands, it's major here. This is all major. This is a major transformation that you're going through in your life. And people don't believe in what you believe in. It's like you mentoring people. People come to you for advice. People watching you because you're the truth. I'm the truth. I don't even know where it came from. It said, I am the truth. You have a choice to make. I am the truth. Decision here. You waiting on it. God says, you will walk with a backpack, Lisa. That is the truth. You don't own nothing. You will walk with a backpack. That's what he said. Things will be moving fast. The world doesn't stop. It constantly moves, and you got to get the strength to be on this move. It's calling you to be on a move. Now, what move you going to be on? I always tell people, you say you believe. Why do you do a lot of backsliding? And I don't mean you're human, you do it. I mean backsliding to what destroy you. Ain't that something? But you waited for this to arrive. You've been through hell and back. But you still look at that for it to arrive, for it to make a change. You might have made a change, but that don't mean they made a change because they don't believe. They keep throwing everything in the fire. They want to destroy the evidence. They want to destroy whatever it is that you believe in that they don't want you to talk about. They don't want you to talk about it anymore. They don't want you to even say anything. They just want you to act like it never happened. You get the strength. Your hands look like you've done a lot of work. Things are moving. But what move are you in? Because the world is moving, but you're still looking at something here. What are you looking at? What made you strong, what destroyed you, made you strong. So why you keep looking at it? You waiting for more lessons? You waiting for something to change? You hold everything close to your heart. How do you live like that? I forgive you, but I'm ready for you to fuck me again. Ain't that some shit? I forgive you, but I'm going to give you an award to play with my body, my emotions, my head, my thoughts. Use me again. Use me again. And the world is moving. Get on the bandwagon that you come to the strength to get out of the past. But you come to the strength and your hands show the work you've been doing on it. A lot of work, movements, colors. But you looking at a backpack like, okay, I got a warning here. I'm waiting. I don't know what the fuck you waiting on, but there it is. It's like, this is pretty big, but I'm going to sit here and wait. I'm going to wait. I'm in the forest with all these wild animals, but I don't know when they're going to attack me, but I'm going to wait right here because I only got a backpack. and things seem to be moving very bright for you, but for some reason, you put your pause on this not to work with this person because you know the shit wasn't right. But you waited because you need to get there, but you waited for some kind of outcome or something reaching or some type of coming back, but in a holy fire way. But who are you playing with? It's like I don't know. It's like somebody believe in. I just believe that this can be, and I don't know how much believe you gonna believe in. The world, tie loose ends, closing the chapter. Been through hell and back, but I gotta close it. But it's the world. It's everything is calm. Everything, but you got mountains behind you. All right. Will you take it with me? Will you jump with me? Will you come with me? Can we work it out? Can we work it out? For Pisces, it's like, I don't know. I got to take my time, right? I want to come visit, but I got to take my time because, damn, this is a lot of shit going on here. And it's close to my heart, so that means something to you. It means a lot to you because you got the world, traveling, going places. It's like something here is causing you to work, to travel. But you care about this, but you got to make sure that you got the right paperwork to do this, to travel, to go somewhere, to be a part of something. But the world is there. It's like somebody got your hands, but you got to be sure that this is the right move that I'm making. That I'm not wasting my time. I don't know what it is. All right? Whatever it is somebody, I don't know if you traveling. I don't know if you, whatever it is, you met somebody. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's work here that you want to put in, but you put a stop on it. It's almost like you're waiting for something to happen, to turn out in a different way, right? It's like somebody burnt everything that you believe. It's like somebody don't believe in you. But you feel like, I need to travel. I need to go to this place where it's holy. It's something that you're searching, and it's a spiritual game. But it has a lot to do with someone else too. All right? But whatever it is that got to do with someone else, it's a lot of work. It's like you're not giving up. You still got work to do. All right? Even though you've been through crisis, you still believe. I don't know. You still care, but you got your foot on the pause because whatever it is that you care, it takes for you to travel. It takes for you to go. But it's calm, but I still need to know. It's like you at the finishing line, but it's like not a sure thing. Like, I don't know if somebody's moving or getting ready to travel somewhere or travel to work, whatever it is. It seems like you traveling somewhere, but you leaving something behind, but it's like you take care or you work, I don't know, hospital, some type of records, whatever it is. It's like you gotta go for a minute. You moving somewhere, you working somewhere, a job or something. But with all of this that you're doing, even though you traveling, it's still something that is left behind that needs to be worked on. Like you feel like it still needs work to be done. It's like your career, and it's like you got a career here, but you also got a relationship. But this relationship, it needs a lot of work to be done. But you get the strength to keep moving on with your career. Oh my God, this is, it's a lot. There's a lot here. The 8, you got a lot of 8s here. It's like the time is ticking. Time is ticking, baby. It's like somebody is running to you because they know time is ticking. Right? They got to get there before that 12 o'clock comes. It's something here that whatever transformation with us, whatever that believe in, and you got that clock here again. It's something about time. It's something about a transformation, your beliefs. Like you went through a major transformation, but you keeping things to yourself. But it's somebody here racing for time. And you're saying, what I believe is what I believe. You're keeping it to yourself. See that? But it's a pastor. It's people burning stuff. It's people non-believing. But it's somebody here that's saying, I got to make it there before this time. It's somebody trying to get to you before a time. Pisces, I feel like you've been through a big transformation. Tell me more about this 2 of Wands in this backpack. Tell me more about this 2 of Wands in this backpack. Tell me about this 2 of Wands in this backpack. I feel like you took care of someone too much. You always been on the run with it. It's like I care, but life is moving on. But it's like I need to make this decision, but you keep looking. The devil. Look at that. Look at that. This is the decision. This is what you're waiting for. The strength. Wanting to move fast, but Pisces, you looking at everything that's... When are you going to stick to your transformation? When are you going to believe in yourself? When are you going to take the time to work on yourself? And because you say, I'm working on myself, I'm staying busy, but in reality, it's what you want. It's like you lying to yourself. It's like you talk to God, but you may talk to God, but it's like I talk to God, I pray to God, but I want what I want. My heart wants what it wants, and I can't help it. And somebody got you, the devil, controlling it. It's like, I don't know, it's like they got you hypnotized. It's like they know what to do and what to say to get you. It's like they got you like a trickster. It's like, I got what you want. I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to suck the energy out of you. I'm going to suck the life out of you because I got what you want. I got your heart. It's like almost like I owned you. And you can't seem to escape this. It's like you get the strength and you think you're moving in the right direction and things are, but they move fast. And then when they move fast, it's like almost like, whoa, this is just a game that I'm playing with myself. It's like a game someone plays with you, but you always fall into it. I don't care if it's for a day or two. It's for some reason, it's like you're almost playing a game with yourself. And that's what you're doing. Like you're growing, but you're still playing a game with yourself. And then you want to talk to God and ask God to give you mercy and give you strength to deal with someone or deal with a situation. But you still playing with yourself because you can't play with God. It's like the devil got a hold on you and you can't seem to escape it. It plays a part of you. It's like, I guess you see yourself around the world with this person. I guess you see yourself like you can, it's whatever it is, it's very messy. It's like it needs to be an ending, but you can't make it an ending. You can't finish it off. All right? The Queen of Pentacles is because you nurture. You the nurturing person. You the care person. You care, honey. Look at this shit. You care. You nurturing. You helping. The Mother of Pentacles is the helper. It's the one that got the builder, the one that builds, the one that got the money, the one that got the status. You care. Can I work with this person? I try. But I know I gotta stop. I know this travel and this moving on is telling me that it's somebody that cares, but why? If my life is so chaotic. It's like I can do good with this, but I seem not to get this part right in my life. And it's because something here got a hold on you. It's like God is here and the devil's here, and the devil also has these powers. But they can't overpower God. That's the thing. You can't lie to God. The devil is a liar. And the devil can't lie to God. But it can lie to you. It can make you see things that is not true. It can make you feel like they fixed something, but it's not fixed. You know, it's something that you don't want to end, but it's like you keep, it's like almost like somebody got you as a puppet. Somebody can be doing black magic. Right? It's like their body parts plays a part with your body parts. And it don't take long before you get into this. And sometimes it can be that you ain't even having sex with somebody, but for some reason they got this strong connection towards you. And you can't seem to break free from it. Right? It's someone that at one time probably did, if you ain't with this person, somebody that probably did have a connection with you at one time, a deep connection. But that connection is like non-breakable because it's a devil shit. It's not good. Right? It could be like somebody I don't deal with at all. And haven't seen someone in a long time. Or it could be my baby father or somebody I had dealings with. And I don't see this person at all. Right? But for some reason, it's a deep connection there. Right? That is unbreakable. Or it can be like somebody that you see that you can't see. I can be without you, but I still got this urge to taste you. And when I have sex with you, whatever I do with you, go out with you, it's something that rekindles itself, but it doesn't last. It's someone that's saying, come travel and see me. Come here, come there. Or it might be somebody that you travel that never come see you, but can travel to see everything else. It might be a person that travels a lot, but doesn't travel your way. Right? It's someone that's very secretive. Pisces, if you need a reading, get it from me or someone else. All right? And you need to stop playing a fool. Right? I know one thing. God saved me for taking that leap of what they call faith. Because that leap of faith was somewhere where I was familiar with. And because I was familiar with it, and I kept jumping back into it, and would leave it and go back into it, and go back into it, and would leave it and go back into it. And this nudge that I had is what I wanted, but it was never what I needed because it was never complete me. Right? No matter how much I try, no matter how much I love it, it was this thing that wasn't meant to be. And it's crazy because that person, it seems like everybody I meet is that same sign, and in that they got that same way of being. And the crazy part about it is, I am that sign. And before I can be a Pisces, I am that air sign that don't fuck with me. Because after you play with me, I will demolish your ass. And whatever religion you are, I'll make you a fucking believer. I'm not the one Do you understand? I'm not the one. I keep telling people this, and I pray to the higher being. I pray. I beg people, do not play with me. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. That's the thing you don't understand. I'm not the one. I can love you. I can hurt myself because I love you. But let me tell you something. When I go inside of you and I dig for your heart, you're going to wish you never played with me. I will forever be embedded, and it won't be right. Because you will never ever be able to grab my heart the way you had it, but I will always have yours. Does that make any sense? That's why I beg you, please don't play with me. Okay? Don't play with me. I beg you. Free yourself from me. Free yourself from me. Live your life. Be happy, but don't play with me. Because I have eyes that sees all things. And I am very special and unique. I'm very addicted. I am a choice of drug. And the choice of drug that I am is very spiritual. So you cannot play with me. I beg you, please do not play with me. I'm not the one. There's many other tarot readers that you can play with. There's many tarot readers that you can literally write shit to. But you cannot play with me. Because I see through you. And I'm here to do a job. You cannot burn anything that I have. I'm not a Bible. I'm not a religion. This is the way of life. You can't burn me. You cannot crucify me. I am Shield, and the only person that would take me from this earth is God. You will never be able to demolish me because you will be demolished by yourself, for yourself, to yourself. I'm not the one. And when I say this to you, Pisces, I say this to tell you that when you sit on your higher being, because you are Pisces, you are born like this. When you sit and you know yourself, you really know yourself. You cannot be divided. You got to know yourself. And at the same time, you got to know that you're human. That's the part. For some reason, you playing games with the higher being because you want to be weak into what is not serving of you. But you can never play with the higher being because you want to play with yourself. That is what I'm trying to teach you. You can still be human, but you got to know where you are at. And you cannot backslide from it. You got to remain on that line, on that arrow that says it's the way of life. That arrow says it's the way of life. This is the way of life. This is the way of life. No matter what you do, This is the way of life. And when you learn the way of life, you learn not to let someone take you to the deep side, to dark side. No one can do that to you because you overpowering it. And that's the part that you don't get. The way of life. Pisces, we'll talk. I'm sorry that I took this much time from you. And it shows the death. It must be an ending. It must be an ending to this. That's why the world shows up. It's got to be an ending. You got travels here. You got your heart. Can I work with this person? It's got to be an ending. It must be an ending because you are the one that's going to take care of everything. Believe in me when I tell you. It's got to be an ending. It's got to be an ending of your old way. And until you in your old way, you can't see the new. Because the new will always be the old. Because you're not true to yourself. You're lying to yourself. The only person you're lying to is yourself. You got to live with it. All right, Pisces, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.